Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor with an explosive week. Of course, it had to be big because on Friday, technically Saturday, it's our 5th birthday here on the show. 5 years sitting here broadcasting to you come Saturday. So we're celebrating on Friday. So because of all that, we've had to do something pretty dramatic, pretty big. I'm going all in. $1 million. Let's get ready for an explosive morning. We are talking SpaceX this morning. We are talking Virgin Galactic potentially on the brink of bankruptcy or boom. We're also going to talk about crypto, where we go with crypto. What about the S&P 500 and Coca-Cola? Because that's where I am. And let me explain why I'm there. So get ready for an explosive morning. It's great to see you all back. Tap the like button if you like the channel. If you don't, tap the down like button. It makes no difference to me. Just do something, though, to get off your ass and get engaged. You might want to click subscribe and join us as we run down now to 1 million subscribers by the end of next year. And soon, well, I say soon, 13 years to be the first 1 billion channel in the world. We're still on track. I'm still working towards it, and I'm not going anywhere. Let's get ready for an explosive morning. This is going to be a day of SpaceX, a day of Virgin Galactic, a day of XRP and Bitcoin, and we prepare for a big rundown to the 5th birthday of the show come this Friday. Technically Saturday. Okay, if you're watching right now, tap the like button, share, put the kettle on, get yourself ready for an explosive morning. If you're watching later, just fast forward through all this and you can get straight into the action. It's showtime. Good morning, everybody. It's great to be back. Here we go.
Dondex tipped $5 through Super Chat. How do you feel about the IRS court case with KO?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. Today is going to be an explosive day. We are talking Virgin Galactic, potentially boom or bust. We are talking SpaceX, down the toilet, but we'll talk about where it goes next. Talk about Coca-Cola, the S&P 500, and the deal on, the deal off that was never really on in the first place, and the Straits of Hormuz, and the chaos that then followed in the market, particularly over this weekend that most of you missed. So let's get ready for an explosive morning as we approach our 5th birthday of the show. On Saturday, the show will be 5 years old, except we're celebrating on Friday because that's the closest day we can get to it. This Friday will be our 5th birthday on the channel. We've come a long way. Started with $5,000, just touching now 1 million. And this weekend, I took a huge gamble. I was that confident the market would fall over, that confident there was no deal in Iran, even though people said there was and the president said there was. I did not feel comfortable with it whatsoever. And this morning we wake up to find the Straits of Hormuz are closed again. What a surprise. Anyway, I decided not to chase SpaceX. I decided to wait, and I also decided to put my money where my mouth is. On Thursday, knowing that Friday was a bank holiday, I decided to transfer money that I didn't have from my bank, which wouldn't arrive until another hour from now. And the reason why I did that is I wanted every penny I could in one particular asset. That asset, of course, is Coca-Cola, a defensive play against all of the nonsense in SpaceX, all of the drama in the markets. I want to be defensive. So on Thursday, I transferred $5,000, which is the available money I would have in an hour from now, in my account, paid from YouTube. My income this month after my expenses, $5,000. So I transferred it on Thursday. That gives me $10,000 if I use my margin, which I did. And I bought Coca-Cola on the dip, which I did, and it is up from that position. I was very happy to do so. However, here's where the problem comes. Thursday, there was no money in my bank, but knowing that Robinhood wouldn't approach the bank until the Friday. The Friday, however, was a bank holiday. Nothing going on. Saturday, banks are closed. Nothing going on. Sunday, banks are closed. Nothing going on. First thing this morning, at 6 o'clock in the morning, bang, Robinhood applies to the bank for its money. No money. Now then, the way the banks work is when the money is asked for, you have until the close for it to be in there. So it's pending processing right now. Let's hope that works. I've never tested it this far out. I've tested it a couple of days, but not this many. So let's hope my money will be in the next hour or so. That will rebalance that and it'll all happen. That way I get to keep the shares and not upset Robinhood. That's how confident I was of this market going up and going down. So that's my preparation for the biggest show ever on Friday, on our birthday, where we could be trading $1 million. Join me for that show. Lots of surprises, lots of new features for you, and a few gifts as well, a few things being given away. So let's start off by talking about SpaceX. You may have noticed SpaceX dropped this morning. Not really a surprise. We predicted it. We told you it would get to about 220. We shared that with you on the IPO day. We gave you a whole book, the SpaceX book, which many of you could get. I think it was 98 of you got it for 99 cents. We gave it away to you, giving you the exact trading indicators, all the numbers, all the details. And it did get to where we suggested. And then we suggested it would sell off quickly. Just before it sold off, however, once again, big, huge, multi-million YouTube influencers who owned it from the beginning came out and told you it's the perfect meme stock, going to $1,000. Meet Kevin said it. Andre Check, Graham Stepan, they all said it. All those who had it from the beginning said it. I said, rubbish. They're just promoting for their own selfish greed. Didn't stop people buying though, did it? Until an hour later when it started to crash, and it's been crashing ever since. Ron Barron, one of the founder members, Ross Gerber, they all came out and told you it could go to $1,000, the greatest opportunity of a lifetime. Well, those retail investors who bought above 220 are now down about 38%. We warned you, we told you. So what comes next with SpaceX? Well, while the world is chasing SpaceX and where the bottom might be, I'm quietly loading up on a stock that no one's paying attention to. Well, they kind of are, because they're using it as the piggy bank. Why do people use Coca-Cola as a piggy bank? For the very simple reason, they know they can return to it. So they sell, take some profit, buy something they think can make more money. When they've made some profit, they come back. You're assured that Coca-Cola, once again, is going to go up. So while they're selling and buying something with no value whatsoever, I mean, I like SpaceX, but not at this price. It's ridiculous. I'm buying Coca-Cola. I always buy when people are selling, and I'm selling when everyone's buying. Sounds obvious, but most people simply do not do that. So SpaceX drops again after rally following blockbuster IPO. SpaceX shares are down in pre-market trading on Monday. A rally following the company's record-breaking IPO on June the 12th has cooled, with stock dropping the past 2 full days of trading. Stocks was still up 37% at market close on Thursday before the long weekend after the historic debut. SpaceX is down more than 4% in pre-market trading on Monday, continuing a sell-off that has seen the stock fall in the past 2 full days of trading after a rally after its record-breaking IPO. Shares in the company were down 4.31% at 6:17 a.m. And as we make this event live with you, I will share you the current price right now, which, as you can see, is 177. Started to pick up a little bit, but we only have to look back and see how much it's fallen from its 229. I beg your pardon. So anyway, there you go. Not looking too exciting this morning, but people think it's now a time to buy it. That's up to you. I'm not. Where am I buying it? Am I buying it? You're damn right I'm buying it. I'm buying it with $1 million I'm going to make with Coca-Cola. When? Why? How much? I'll be sharing that, of course, with my Discordians and my YouTube Electrums exclusively. I'm not here to get clicks. It's not what I do. I am here to provide information, and that is what I do. So I'm going to drop the link into Discord right now. It's also below in every video we do. It's also, of course, on the homepage of the channel as well. If you go and look there, you will see it on the homepage of the channel in the About section information. The link to Discord, and you can get the best price. It's always 90% discount. It's never a 1 day on, 1 day off. It's always the best price. I don't make money from Discord. I make money from investing. I provide it as a service. And that is why we only let 2 people in a day. People often ask me, why is my Discord so inexpensive? It's because I don't value the dollar for the subscription. I value you, finding the best people. That's why we only admit 2 people a day in. That's why you come through an interview process. So we find the best people. I don't value the $2 or whatever. I value you, my community. We are growing the best community in the world. No AI, no bots, no advertisement, no sponsors or commercials inside our services. Absolutely not. And we want to put together the best people, because if I have the best community, I learn from great people. And that's how I've made my money, learning from you. You say you learn from me. I say I learn from you. Your statistics, your numbers, your thoughts, your processes, I learn from you. That's why I'm building the best community. And that's why I only charge a couple of bucks. It's not about the value of the subscription. It's about the value of finding the best community and finding you. That is what it's all about. So anyway, there it is. So SpaceX is more than 4% down now, and shares in the company were down 4.31 at 6:17 a.m. this morning. Elon Musk's space and artificial intelligence firm became one of the world's most valuable companies after a blockbuster listing on June the 12th. Stocks surged in SpaceX first full days as a public company, with market cap surpassing Amazon and briefly Microsoft on Tuesday, before falling back below both. Here is the chart. You can just see how dramatic and violent it actually is. Now, is this an entry point? Again, as I say, I'm not here for clicks. I'm here to provide community and a value. So I am going to share my trades, my positions, up to $1 million that I'll make from Coca-Cola in Discord and YouTube Electrum. If you get a place, we only allow 2 people a day and we interview you. So when you go into the process of being on our server, answer the questions correctly and tell us why you want to join. We're looking for great people. We're not interested in idiots who just want to mess around and say, when am I going to get rich on crypto? That is of no interest to us whatsoever. Shares sank 5% and 3.6% on Wednesday. and Thursdays last week before the Juneteenth holiday on Friday. The stock was still up 37% since its historic debut at market close on Thursday, which offered shares at a set price of $135. I actually was able to get one. I actually tried to order $80,000 worth. I tried to order 600 shares. Unfortunately, I only was allocated one. Okay, bullish investors are betting big on the prospect of CEO Elon Musk driving long-term returns at SpaceX. Now remember, SpaceX actually doesn't make any money whatsoever. It simply is a great technology, undeniably. However, the information is readily available and there's now competition, and others are now going to do what SpaceX does. And Elon Musk actually encourages that. Remember what Elon Musk's mission is: not to make you rich, not to make SpaceX make money for anybody. No, to be a multi-planetary species. That's it. Full stop. End. Well, will it ever make money? I don't know. Certainly not if you pay $229. That's a definite cert. But what's the price? Again, I share that on Discord and YouTube Electrum, not here on the show. Unless it happens live, of course, when I start buying. Anyway, bullish investors are betting big on the prospect of CEO Elon Musk driving long-term returns at SpaceX. The company posted a $4.9 billion net loss in 2025, and it lost $4.28 billion in the first quarter of this year. So, where's the money coming from? Well, how many of you noticed and paid attention to Elon Musk announcing they're already going to dilute you? Oh yeah. You're already going to be diluted. The moment it IPO'd, talk of dilution. Nice? Fair? Well, some would say, yeah, great idea. Take some of that profit. Well, yeah, but you're taking the profit out of the people that supported you. So there are retail investors who believed Ron Barron, who believed CNBC, Bloomberg, Meet Kevin, and all the rest of it, Ross Gerber. They bought at $229. They'll never get their money back now, or they could be sitting there for 10 years. So is it fair on them? Well, you might argue it's their fault. They listened to idiots on the telly and they bought without knowing what they were buying. Is it their fault? Well, I guess it is down to them, isn't it? You're down to you're all responsible for your own positions. However, those that influenced you are laughing at you, thinking we've just made all this money from you. I find it quite repulsive, actually. We do the opposite here on this channel. But the average investor who bought SpaceX shares in the open market after its debut had seen nearly all of their gains disappear. So nearly all of people that bought this after it IPO'd are now out of the money. Well, is that fair? Well, I guess it is, really. This is what happens. This is the way it works. It is what it is, and people can't complain. You asked for it, you got it, and it is what it is. Anyway, nearly all of the gains disappeared by the end of last week thanks to the pullback. Despite that, the blockbuster IPO has made Musk the world's first trillionaire. Well, that's all right then, isn't it? Elon Musk is a trillionaire. You've lost all your 401k. Well, we did warn you that it wasn't a good buy. IPO price, yes. Anything above, absolutely not. Could it go lower? Absolutely. What's it actually worth? You want to know what it's actually worth? About $60. That's what it's actually worth. And we're being generous there because it actually loses money. So anyway, despite that, the blockbuster IPO has made Musk the world's first trillionaire, minted thousands of new millionaires, and some shareholders' stakes surpassed the $1 billion mark. Now, those that made the billion or the millions were those investors who bought from the beginning. People like Elon, like Ross Gerber, like Ron Barron, like Meet Kevin, and many of the employees who were paid in stock options from the very beginning. Of course they did. We knew they would. But what happens when they start selling? Because they will. You bet your ass they will. That'll be starting very soon, in just a few weeks' time from now. So get ready for that fun and games. It's coming. Now we're going to talk about the Straits of Hormuz. So on Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, pretty much the whole of last week, I said there was no deal with Iran with Trump. Many people didn't like that. We have people on this channel that just want to make money. We have people on this channel that love Trump, whatever he says. We have people that hate Trump, whatever he says. We have a whole audience. None of that is of interest to me. I'm just here to win, and I always do, to make money. And I'm looking for the facts, so I did the research, and I told you, with being able to talk to a press room White House contact, to be able to talk to CEOs, hedge fund managers, Wall Street managers, banks, Ripple, Robinhood, the list goes on and on and on, I said there was no deal. Everybody went, there is a deal. He signed and there's going to be this deal and so on. No, there isn't. And there isn't a complete deal. It's a memorandum of understanding, which basically means sod all. And essentially, it means we can just carry on talking to kingdom come and keep making up stuff as long as we want to. And it doesn't actually mean a damn thing. So here we are once again with the straits being closed again. And all this is going on while JD Vance is saying, it's all done, it's all great. Yeah, everything's great, everything's good, except oil's going back up again and nothing's solved whatsoever. Now, the point of this and why this is so important to explain and why I'm now bearish on the market but bullish on Coca-Cola, I do think we've got a crash coming. I 100% believe that. And the reason why I believe that is for many, many reasons. Take me about an hour to explain them all, but essentially the amount that we're paying for the stock market, the relationship between the market and GDP, the Buffett indicator, looking at the debt crisis, the list goes on and on and on, inflation and so on. But the biggest point is this. Before the war, the Strait of Hormuz was not an issue. Trump said, we've won the war by reopening the strait. Well, it wasn't shut in the first place. The war caused the straits to be closed. No matter how we open them, if we open them, when we open them, whatever deal you believe is done or not done, whether you believe that America gave Iran $60 billion and all sorts of incentives and build back plans and everything else, which I do know because I've seen it and I've spoken to people that are going to be involved in it. So I do know America has given away lots and lots of money and incentives and relief and all sorts of stuff. So that in itself is a loss. But if you don't want to believe that and say it's all made up and it's fake news, that's fine. Even though I've read it for myself, you can deny all of that. But one thing you cannot deny, the Strait of Hormuz will never be open the way it was before. So it'll always make money for Iran. It will always be a burden on the world. Simple as that. That means inflation will stay elevated. Simple as that. You can't deny that. If you want to deny that, that's fine. You can say the world's flat and you can put your head in a bucket. But the reality is the Strait of Hormuz will never be the same again. We've now given Iran powers they never had before. In my opinion, simply looking at the facts, so I can't even say it's an opinion, it's actual facts, this was one of the worst military results in American history. One of the worst possible outcomes for a military action. It's really one of the worst economically. And there we go. So shipping stalls in the Strait of Hormuz after Iran declares key waterway closed again. Shipping stalled through strategically vital Strait of Hormuz over the weekend, according to maritime intelligence company Windward. So who are they? What are they saying? We've seen it. We've looked at the aerial photographs. We know that the traffic has dramatically reduced once again. This isn't made up. This isn't political speak. This is facts. The data shows that a recovery in oil tanker traffic through the world's most important oil choke point just last week appears to have already hit a snag. No surprise, really. We told you there was no deal in the first place. Iran on Saturday said it had shut the strait, citing ceasefire violations after Israel continued deadly strikes in southern Lebanon. Shipping through the Strait of Hormuz stalled over the weekend, according to maritime intelligence company Windward, after Iran announced it had again closed the world's most important oil choke point. The update comes even as industry trackers showed Iranian tankers continue to sail through the strait, a narrow waterway that typically handles around 20% of the world's oil traffic. So there we go. There's just a little update for you this morning on the oil, SpaceX. Now let's talk about the broader market. So for that, we're going to come back into my portfolio. We're dropping this morning. What's going on this morning? Let's have a quick look. So here we go. We can see crypto is rallying. Why? Why is XRP rallying? Bitcoin rallying, XRP rallying, Ethereum. Why is all this rallying this morning? Well, it's rallying this morning because people expect the Clarity Act to be announced positively. So, like last time, people will buy into the pump and they will dump. Why would they dump? Wouldn't it make it great? Well, according to scammers, according to influencers, this is going to make XRP worth $100 by New Year's Eve gone, and then by January. And Tom Lee said by January, 100,000 for Bitcoin, then February, then March, then May, then June. Always an opportunity to buy, because CNBC and Bloomberg changed policy years ago after the dot-com crash. You cannot say a crash is coming. Our advertisers don't like it. They don't like it. So always say it's an opportunity. There's nothing opportunist about this whatsoever. So I like Ethereum, Bitcoin and XRP. I've had up to $100,000 of it. Right now, I only have market positions, and I mean that, $10 of each. That's it. And I'm up 13, 6 and 6, as you can see on the screen. I'm not buying any more. I expect Ethereum to go down by 50%, Bitcoin 50%, and XRP down by 80%. Then I'll take my profits from Coca-Cola, which are taking a while to get. I agree, it's painful, but I do believe that's where the money is coming from. I am not buying into this excitement this morning. So Ethereum, Bitcoin, XRP going up because of the Clarity Act and the excitement around it. However, that to me is not an opportunity. That's an opportunity to sell, but you do what's right for you. The S&P 500, well, it seems we are living in an absolute alternative universe at the moment, because the S&P kind of still keeps going up on bad news, and I don't really understand it. If I'm completely honest with you, I don't understand it. I don't know why Coca-Cola isn't booming right now. However, and I'll admit, I seem to be wrong right now, but being wrong today is not wrong tomorrow. I'm okay with it. I'm absolutely okay with it, because I'll keep buying more and more and more of it on the way down. If I end up with $2 million, I'll buy $2 million of Coca-Cola. Absolutely, because I'm not interested in where we are today. Where we are today is everyone buying into a pump of crypto, so it seems. Not doing that. I'm doing what you're selling to do that. So I am buying Coca-Cola. The S&P looks great, right? Up today. But if we actually look at it, is it doing great? Let's have a look. Year to date. The year to date on the S&P is up 9%. Is that good? Well, it's average. It's an average year. You're told by everybody influencing you, the S&P is booming. The markets are booming. It's fantastic. No, it's not. It's an average year. And for context, and this is important, despite I'm down so much, all in one stock with margin, which doubles the down, all right? So when you think about it, I am in Coca-Cola, which is being sold off to buy all of these things, which is down, and it's double down because I'm in margin, 2 for 1, right? You would expect me to be down on the year, wouldn't you? Because $1 million all in Coca-Cola, all in margin, while the market goes up, you'd say, yeah, absolutely. You definitely should be down. Let's look at it, shall we? Let's look at it. So we've got the S&P right now, year to date, is 9.31. All right, let's look at my position and see how good or bad that is. So why it's important to buy value despite everyone selling. Year to date, for me in the market, I'm up 10.29, despite I've got now just under $1 million in one single asset that's being sold, so I'm doubly down what it should be. I'm still beating the market. Think about what that actually means for a moment. I'm beating the very thing that everyone is saying is pumping by 1%, and I'm down about 7% on that asset in just over 10 days. And I'm doubly down, so 14%, because I'm in margin, and I'm still beating the market. If that doesn't deserve an Oscar, I don't know what does. I'm just having a laugh, of course, but I think you'd agree, if you do your numbers, that's pretty incredible. Now, why is that? How am I able to beat the market and be down so much on one single asset, all in just under $1 million? Well, that's because I buy value, I sell for profit, I use tax lots, I use tax harvesting. If that means nothing to you, join us on Discord if you can get into Discord. We have 2 members allowed in to our very exclusive club every day. And remember, it's not about the money. I don't value the subscription. I value the members, getting the right people. The people I've chosen to be in my Discord server, and there's 802, are the best people. And that's it. That's it. That's why they're in there. Okay? Good, real family people investing for their families, providing information and providing a great community. I do not want a Discord server with 1 million people in it so I get rich. I make money getting rich by doing the job. My communities, whether it's on Instagram, are the best people. And that's why my Instagram is also 99 cents. 99 cents to be a Insta Lucasade, to watch the football with me, have Whiskey Wednesdays with me, have tea on Thursday, private thoughts when I'm going on walk and talks about the stock market. I don't share my stock trades. That's exclusively for Discord and YouTube Electrum. But my private side is shared with 102 now Insta Lucasades. And again, the reason for only 2 for 99 cents is I just want the best people. And people that come in to talk rubbish get kicked out. And that's what it's all about. All right, so let's carry on. So we're looking at Coca-Cola today going down. Despite it's going down, if we look at it as well, how much it's come down in the last week or so, you can see, look, 3.27 in the month, 3.58. But from here, it's nearly like, I think, 5 or 6% from the peak. And considering I'm in that with a double position, it's incredible. I think you'll agree that I'm actually up on the market and beating the market again. And I always beat the market. For the last 3 years, I've beaten the market 3 to 4x. Now, when all this nonsense stops, and it will, my portfolio will go to 1.2 million, something like that, very, very quickly on all this Coca-Cola. No question. Then I can trim, and then I can buy all the SpaceX that you'll be selling once again. So let's go further down. We're also looking now at SpaceX. So here is SpaceX. A few people a few moments ago decided, oh, it's going up again. Let me buy some. The moment they did, it went back down again. More and more of the initial investors, day by day, are coming out now and selling. This could go down to $50 because that's actually what it's worth. And if you look at history, and if you go back through all these IPOs, there's a very good chance it could go to $50. Now, it probably won't, because people will believe on the way down, it's too cheap, I'm going to buy it, and they'll never sell it, and all kinds of stuff like that. But I would rather be patient and wait. And, you know, when I go in, you know, I'll go all in. And my trades are now getting bigger and bigger. I promised you $1 million trade by the end of the decade, and we are 3 years ahead of that. And it could happen as early as this Friday on the anniversary, the birthday of the show. It's our 5th birthday on Friday. So let's go now through more of the broader index and see where we are today. So my portfolio is down 0.7, but in fact, it's only down 0.3. It's down 0.7 because I've doubled that with margin. So it doubles up, it doubles down. Simple as that. But I'm still beating the market. I'm still beating S&P year to date. The S&P is up today. I don't really know why. What's there to celebrate? No deal, deal on, deal off, uncertainty. It doesn't even matter now what Trump or Kushner, not Kushner, what's his name? JD Vance says about deals on, deals off. It's the greatest deal in the world. It doesn't matter. Not one single qualified economist on planet Earth who's not political, does not think we are going to have increased inflation. We are. Inflation is going to be a problem for many, many years to come. The damage has been caused. People think by upping the rates, down the rates, you can change stuff. Of course, that's what Trump would like to say, increase the rates, down the rates in a minute's notice, but it doesn't work. When you increase rates with the Fed, it takes a year to 18 months to be fully effective. So up and down in rates every 5 seconds would be a really, really bad idea. Okay, so it's not going to make any difference what happens now. We've baked in inflation going forward. Now, another victim of all of this was Virgin Galactic. Now, sadly, Virgin Galactic caught the SpaceX bug. Everybody bought Virgin Galactic thinking it was SpaceX. A lot of people did. SPCE became SPCX. Believe it or not, I know that's a wild claim and sounds ridiculous, but actually many people actually did think they were buying SpaceX. Lots of evidence to support that. As crazy as that might sound, it is in fact true. Others bought it because they thought, well, Virgin Galactic is the only other space stock we can buy, so it's going to go up. So it did. It went to $9. I pleaded with people, take your profit, the management a week. I know I've spoken to them 3 times. I've done a Bloomberg TV interview twice, which was pulled twice because of lack of response from the company. We've even been to Spaceport America. Zach, one of our viewers, friends and members of the channel, has actually touched the spaceship itself. Incredible stuff. So we have a good indication of how this works. The technology is great. The product is great. The management are weak. And when I spoke to Eric Kearney, all they wanted to talk about was things like GameStop and how influencers can pump stock. And I said, I'm sick of that. I'm not interested. Because he worked there during Roaring Kitty's debacle. He was there in the marketing department. I don't like it. It tells you who they are. And the moment it popped to $9, they announced dilution. And here we are at $3, and there's more dilution coming. Under $3, effectively, the company is bankrupt. Can it survive? Well, it might do because it's on track. It's only a quarter away from actually getting some results that we can actually see it flying. So it could be the buying opportunity of the century. It absolutely could be the buying opportunity of a century. It could, but it also could be a disaster. You decide. I'm not telling you what to do, but put it this way. Until the management change, I'm not buying it. SpaceX, well, $229, now down to $176. Are you buying it here? I'm not. If you want to know where I'm buying it and how I'm buying it, I will tell you in Discord and YouTube Electrum. Palantir, well, there's no real value here either. Not as an investor, a great technology, but the valuation is all upside down and inside out. I cannot buy Palantir at these prices. Gold, people often say, why don't you hedge? I don't ever hedge. What about stop losses? I bet you have stop losses with $1 million in margin and so on and so forth. Nope, none whatsoever. I don't believe in it. It only benefits the brokerage because they want you to trade. It's great for them. But doesn't it protect your money? No, it doesn't. It sells at the worst time possible. I do not have hedges. I don't buy gold. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't make any money. It just goes up in price. Period. Yeah, people use it in devices. I understand that. But I don't want to own just gold because people are buying it not because it gets used in stuff. They're buying it as a hedge. I don't like hedges. I think they're rubbish, pointless. I understand why people do it, but I don't have insurance on me or my shares or my positions. If the stock goes down, I celebrate and buy more. I manage my margin so I'll never get margin called. I want the stock to go down. I don't want it to go down and then trip me up and then sell at the worst possible time. That is ridiculous. I don't know why anyone does stop losses. It only benefits the system that created it. Amazon down 0.65. I don't have a great deal to say on Amazon at the moment. Apple, I don't have much to say on those either. I think we've topped out, to be quite honest. I don't know how much higher we can really go. Enphase Energy. I spoke to you about energy. Energy, unless you've been sleeping under a rock, is the #1 sector to be in. Of course it is. We need more power. We need more power that is sustainable. We need more power that is efficient. We need more power that actually costs nothing. Now, some people in politics will tell you solar power is rubbish. It's bad for the environment. Well, I will tell you from someone, myself, who actually owns it. I have it on my house in the UK. And I actually have had it on my house now for about 10 years. And it's paid for itself twice. I get paid every single day from the government for the electric I produce. It also means I don't pay electric because it powers my house. Don't tell me solar power doesn't work. It doesn't just work. It pays me money and protects my roof. It's utter nonsense, those that tell you it doesn't work. It does work. So if you're going to buy a solar company, which one do you buy? Well, my favorite is Enphase Energy because it leaves the onus on the supplier. That reminds you of another business model I like, Coca-Cola. They don't have to bottle the stuff. They are the branding and licensing company. That's why I like them. Enphase Energy, the same thing. They leave it to the suppliers who often go bankrupt because people don't buy solar for a while with inflation high and interest rates high. But Enphase Energy, all you've got to do is look at their margin position, their moat, and they can bring their prices down and literally crush all the competition, remain in business for better times. It's a bit like Coca-Cola. They'll always survive. Of course, not the same thing. Of course, it doesn't do a dividend. It's not been around for 1,000 years. Only joking, of course, but you get the idea. If I'm going to buy a solar company, Enphase Energy. But like Meet Kevin said, buy it at 100, it's going to 200. The same way as he said at 229, SpaceX would go to 1,000 and then collapse to 176. I didn't say buy at 100. I said buy at 24. I also said sell at 74. Take a nice profit from there. It's going to pull back because inflation's not coming down. Interest rates are going to stay high. It pulled back. Still not a bad price because I know it's going to $100. That is my thoughts on Enphase. Coca-Cola, well, I've talked about it till I'm blue in the face. I should say red in the face, really, for the colour of it. But at the end of the day, Coca-Cola is the best defensive play on the market. People are saying, well, what about the World Cup? The World Cup, no cup. It means nothing. Oh, I thought it would be really exciting. The World Cup's on. Well, yeah, it's great. But remember what Coca-Cola is. It's a licensing company. It always sponsors these events. It's no big deal. And if you look at it, it doesn't actually see increased sales. Not really. Not significantly. It's nothing, really. It just keeps the brand in front of everyone. It sells the same regardless. So you say, well, why do they do it? Well, because they're a licensing branding company. If they didn't do that, they wouldn't do anything. That's what they do. But don't expect the World Cup to make it surge. It'll surge because it simply makes money when other things lose money and people rotate back into it. I often talk about a rotation trade, and if you want to learn about that, I share it with Discord and Electrum. If you can get into Discord, we only allow 2 people a day to join. I've pinned it to the top of the channel. It's not about the value. It's worth a lot more than we charge for it. There are people who charge $1,000 a month who do less than I do on my Discord. I don't make money from it. Take the tax and the commission out to Discord. I barely make $1 per person. It's not the reason for that. I don't value the subscription. I value you. I value you. That is where I put the value. I make money out of doing the job as in investing. So Coca-Cola, I've talked about it enough. Not much more to say. Someone mentioned to me this morning, what about the IRS? I saw it in the chat. People were freaking out about the IRS investigation. Nothing at all. It's the same as the J&J investigation when Jim Cramer came out and said J&J's going bankrupt. An utter lie, utter nonsense. Oh, I'm selling it all. I'm getting rid of all the charitable trust. No, he didn't. And I said it's going to $200, and it did. The IRS investigation into Coca-Cola is absolutely nothing. Routine stuff. So J&J, just speaking about that, one of the best defensive plays, not quite as hot as Coca-Cola, but nevertheless, I do like it. We got a special guest. Let me just read this out as Coca-Cola starts to rebound. Here we go.
At Anubis XRP tip $20 through Super Chat. Hey Martyn, can you add TSM to your tickers that you do every day? Would love to hear your thoughts on it. Thank you for your brutal honesty. Some people just don't get you. Thanks again for helping all of us.
Thank you very much indeed. What do you mean some people don't get you? Is there some little club, everyone's sitting around going, I hate Martyn, I don't get him, I don't know about it, but maybe there is. I will be honest with you and tell you, and it's perfectly fine, and I've had this all my life. I am not interested in playing the normal role in life the way most people do. I'm not politically correct. I just don't give a shit. If I'm honest with you, I love people. I love life. I love winning, but I don't give a shit about the nonsense. All right. I'm not here to be sponsored or bought by anyone. I'm here to deliver value to my life and to your lives. Everything I do is about providing value. It's not about you clicking on or following or buying or downloading. It's about value. Now, people confuse that with arrogance. They go, Martyn, I don't like Martyn. Oh, some people might say this, right? Clearly not everyone, because we've got a big audience. But some people will say, Martyn's a big head. I don't like him. He's an arrogant dick. I don't know, something like that. And that's absolutely fine. While you're saying that, I'm always winning. I've been winning now all my life. I came from absolutely nothing. Left home at 16 with nothing, inherited nothing, was never only on unemployment for 2 weeks in my entire life. I've done it all myself, and I've given it all away. I've given away millions for charity. I've done fundraising shows. I've done a tour. I've toured the world with One Night in Vegas, my theatre show. Spent too much money on it to provide a great service, a great product, a great show, and we were the number one, we're the number two actually. One night touring show in Britain for 8 years, just behind That'll Be the Day. So even Peter Kay asked me to be on his show, Phoenix Nights, all sorts of stuff. So I'm here to deliver, and people confuse that commitment and dedication as arrogance, because most people are politically correct, polite, behind your back. They don't give a damn. I always show up suited and booted and always get it done. I turn down sponsors every day to provide you the best service. It's not what you say, it's what you actually do. So people perceive themselves to be useful and helpful, and in fact they're shysters, and they're taking money left, right, and centre. I want to provide a value, and on Friday, on our 5th birthday, you're going to see something amazing. Talk about value. I'm giving even more away on Friday. Something really exciting has been going on in the background, and some of you might know what it is, but come on Friday, you're going to see a lot more being given away to you, and you're going to go, that is incredible. How has he been able to pull that off? Wait until Friday. So at the end of the day, some people will confuse my commitment and dedication as arrogance and being a big head. I don't care. I do care. I get very upset by it, actually, but I decide to just work past it because my job is to deliver. That's it. So if that comes across as big-headed or arrogant, then too bad. It's about getting the job done. No one follows this show for the benefit of me. Other shows, they do. Every other show you follow, CNBC, Bloomberg, Meet Kevin, Graham Stepan, Andre Jack, all the big guys, because they're all sponsored. Everything they do is to benefit themselves. It's of no benefit to you whatsoever. Everything they do is to get you to click and watch. What I do is provide value. Whether you click or watch or not is not irrelevant. It's not important to me, and to build the best community. So thank you very much, Anubis, for your super chat. I really do appreciate it. We will be coming to Q&A very, very shortly. I want to carry on going through all of these. I've got 5 minutes to go before the bell. So where did I get to? Right. Oh, you asked about that. Yes, I will do that. TSN. So if you are a member of the channel and you do a $20 super chat, you can get a ticker added. All right. Within reason. You can't all do it because, and it will be on our daily rundown. I would say at the moment there are no more spots. So I would suggest nobody else do that right now to be added. Okay. Please do not. No one else do it for now. I'll tell you when there's a spot available. There isn't any more spots at the moment. Let's carry on. Tesla. Now, Tesla will pay a very heavy price for SpaceX. I could see it going down to $80 because of the takeover. That's what will happen. McDonald's is a defensive play. My target on this one was 300, and we're going to it as well comfortably. A very nice place to be right now. Google. Well, hello. We've got another special guest. Let me read this out.
At 1,970 a Buckley tipped $5 through Super Chat. I don't even have a YouTube channel and I haven't given a shit for years. Smiley face emoji. Agree with you dash. 100 emoji.
That's one of our very successful investors, our '1 gifter on the channel. So obviously very successful lady, 1970 Buckley, and she shares the same sentiment. If 1970 Buckley ran a business, which she does, and she wanted someone to work for her, or I wanted someone to work for me, I would want someone who delivers, who gets it done. That's it. And that's what I do. And other business people, successful people understand that. The people that tend not to get me are the people that have got nothing and they're losers. And I don't mean that disrespectfully. People choose to lose. They do. They choose to lose. If you always lose, you choose to lose. Never, ever put off what you can do today for tomorrow. Ever. Just before the show started today, I had 5 minutes left. 5 minutes. I washed up a pan and I made the bed. I always get it done. I did some things earlier this morning which put me behind a little bit, but I had 5 minutes left. And you say in 5 minutes, you can't wash that grease pan and you can't make the bed. But I did it because if I'd put it off until later on today, it wouldn't have got done until tomorrow. So I got it done. Always get it done. You'd be amazed what you can do in 5 minutes that you spend 2 minutes thinking about and procrastinating. Always say yes. Always get it done. We've got 3 minutes to go. Google. Greg Abel is no Warren Buffett. Did he buy at a terrible, terrible time? Simple as that. Microsoft going down. Meta, too expensive right now. Nvidia, I want to buy it, but not at this price right now. Walmart down. Tilray Brands, no value. How many people keep telling me there's a new deal done, a new deal done? Trump just said this. No deal done, worth zero. Robinhood, insane. I wouldn't pay that price. Vertical Aerospace, flat. Joby, going down. Archer Aviation going down. Bitcoin going up. No idea why you'd buy that right now. Special guest, 2 minutes to go.
At Robert Elliott tipped $5 through Super Chat. Let's make money together. Money bag emoji. Dollar bills face emoji. Money with wings emoji. Like and subscribe everyone.
Thank you.
Thoughtful face emoji.
Thank you very much. 2 minutes to go. Can I just say the super chats? 1, they give the opportunity to speak live on the show. 2, what do? They promote the channel more than give me some money, which is very nice. It's the way I live. I don't make money from the videos themselves. The ads you've seen today probably earn me 1 cent per person per show. All right. Not going to get rich doing that. All right. The super chats, the memberships is how I survive to provide the YouTube TV show. All right. So thank you ever so much, everybody who does that. But also what it does, because YouTube make a commission. It's why other people go, give me money on PayPal or Apple Pay or Patreon. I don't do that. Why don't I do that? If I did that, I'd get more money. But I don't do that. And the reason why I don't do that is it's about the show, not about me. So by you giving a super chat on the show or by being a member on the show, YouTube get a commission. They like it. They push out the show to more people. If I said, go and give me a Patreon or go and give me a buy me a coffee or an Apple Pay, I get more money because I don't pay the commission to YouTube, but then I cripple the show. That's not what it's about. If we're going to be the first 1 billion channel and raise hundreds of millions for charity and do great work and help hundreds of millions of people around the world, guess what, folks? We need to get to 1 billion people. Well, to do that, you need YouTube to promote the show. They promote the show when they make money. So every time you do a super chat or become a member, you are investing in this channel. Not me, this channel, this community. 30 seconds to go. Let's get ready to rock and roll. Look forward to Friday. Oh, we've got a special guest. 20 seconds to go. Here we go.
At Brian_Bynum tipped $5 through Super Chat. Best show in the universe and elsewhere.
I'm loving it. Thank you, Brian, for supporting the channel. Appreciate it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
The year is 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony. Until one day, a young man...
All right, let's turn the studio green.
This is Phoenix.
Are we going to beat the market again? Let's go through all our positions today and let's see where the money goes. And we want to be where it's coming, not where it is. Does that make sense? The my portfolio is now up $841. Let me just check my email. I'm checking my emails every few moments to see when Google pay me, because I'm overdrawn now at the bank. So I'm looking out for that every few minutes. So I was green for a second. It went back down again. Never mind. The S&P is soaring. Up, up, up it goes. Who's buying this? No idea why you would. Virgin Galactic is tanking. Under $3. The chance of bankruptcy is 90%, in my opinion. That's not a guess. That's a specific number for specific reasons. 322. Watch it go down. Virgin Galactic about to get diluted again. 80 cents then. Right. There it goes. I'm now green again. Come on, refresh. There we go. I've left the studio green. This could be $100,000 day. The S&P going up. Virgin Galactic going down. SpaceX going down. Now people are selling SpaceX. Oh, here we go. $3,000. $3,000. Virgin Galactic is running now. Here we go. Sorry. My Coca-Cola is running. We're up $3,000 now. It's starting to happen. This could be very nice indeed. SpaceX being sold. People got to find some value somewhere. They're selling SpaceX. They're going straight back into defensive. Coca-Cola. Look at that, folks. It's happening. Live on the show. This could be, I don't think so, but if things go well today, it could be a $100,000 day. $3,165. You can see me go to $1 million in cash live on the show. SpaceX being sold. There it goes, going down. Palantir going down. I told you, no value. Gold going down. Why would you buy a hedge when you can buy great businesses? Amazon down. Apple up today. I don't really know why. Enphase Energy, people taking profit out of it. Big mistake. Coca-Cola is running now. We're up nearly $3,000. It could be a $100,000 day today. Let's keep it going. We've now got J&J defensive going up. Everyone knows what's coming. The crash is coming. Chevron oil up. Tesla is rising again, even though it's down. McDonald's going down. Not all defenses are equal. The best one, in my opinion, by a long way, is Coca-Cola. Google going down. I say again, Greg Abel is no Warren Buffett. He is rubbish. Microsoft going down. I've beaten Berkshire Hathaway now for 3 years. Meta Platforms going down. Nvidia going up. Be careful. Walmart going up. It's not a defensive play anymore. It's AI. Tilray Brands, no value. We're now up to 3,300. This could be a $1 million day today. Stand by for it. Robinhood going up. That's mental. That's mental to keep going up like that. I don't know why you'd pay that. Vertical down. Everyone's dumping as SpaceX goes down to buy something else. Bitcoin up. I wouldn't buy that now. XRP, I wouldn't buy that now either. And Ethereum up. There you go. There is the rundown for the day. Let's get straight into live Q&A this morning. Wow, what a morning it is this morning. Well, folks, I'm now going to do live Q&A. So what we're going to do is, first of all, I'd like to ask you all to tap the like buttons. Everyone tapped the like button this morning. Let me explain to you what tapping the like button does. It says you like this content and you'd like to see more. So if you don't like the content, tap the down like button. What it doesn't do, however, is stop you seeing the content if you keep watching it. It's one of the things I like to joke about with trolls and people that like to just downlike for the sake of it. Some people are just stupid. They downlike and go, I hate this, and then they watch it every day. If you do that, you completely upside down your algorithm, and it just doesn't know what you like or don't like, and you're just basically living like an idiot, all right? You're just messing up your whole system for yourself. Doesn't benefit me whether you like or downlike. What matters is you watch. If you watch, YouTube share my content. Doesn't, that's as simple as, all right? So that's what the like does. If you like to subscribe, what does subscribe do? Well, subscribe means you'll get notified if you ring the bell. And there's a way to ring the bell properly, by the way, in case you didn't realize. I'll show you how to do it. If you subscribe like this, press subscribe, and then make sure that you've rung the bell. Now, you might go, I get too many notifications on YouTube. No, you don't. I only send out 3 maximum a day, even if I have 5,000 shorts. And you know I do. I have a short coming out every 30 minutes of every hour of every day, 24 hours a day. Yep, I work that hard. Sometimes I think, how the hell? But anyway, I do. Make sure you ring the bell and you'll only get notified up to maximum 3 times a day. Most people forget to do that. Now, subscribing means you are one of us. You're one of the Lucasades, and you're on the journey with us. And as we get to 1 million subscribers, you will be part of it. So join us and be part of it. Shall I see if it's grown today? Now, this next button I only see when I click on it, because I'm literally going across my tabs right now. I won't know if it's up, down, left, or sideways. You might not have liked today's show. You might not have liked being told that, crypto's maybe not going up, or you should be buying, Coca-Cola. But let's have a look. People like the real information, so I hope you will subscribe. Let's have a look. 115,625, 115,630. Yes, there are still people in the world that want real information, real value, not just a load of noise. I'll leave it on there for 10 seconds. If you tap the subscribe button, you can see it roll round right now. So give it 10 seconds. If anybody wants to subscribe, that'll make it roll round. Anybody want to do that? I'll give you 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, bearing in mind, I'm 30 seconds behind you or ahead of you, so you'll just be getting that information now. And let's see if it happens. If it doesn't, I'm coming off the screen because now I look silly, but that's okay. It's live. If you put yourself on the line, sometimes you look silly. Ain't much you can do about it. I guarantee it will go around. There'll be one person who does it. There's like a little delay. One person will do it. I'm 100% confident of that. Now I'm looking silly. Yeah. And there we go. God, that was a difficult one. Now, let me also give you some information that might be useful to you. Very few people know this. If you are watching right now, you have 2 choices. Did you know that? You can go onto YouTube like this, and you can watch in 2 different ways. You can watch the widescreen for the TV. That's in 4K, surround sound. That's the way that 99% of people watch. That's the main way to watch. Underneath, you'll see it's got a little iPhone in the title, and it has a tall phone down the side of the image, and you can see that one there is for your phone. Now, you could watch both on a computer or both on a telly, but it would be a bit silly because you get just the middle look, all right? So if you're on your phone, you can choose to watch that. You can see it gives you a centered show. Now, I'm the only person you'll see on YouTube doing this. Now, you might say, no, you're not. Everyone does it now. No, they don't. What they do is they take the main show and they crop the center of it. That way, you just get a rubbish version because you get whatever's in the middle. What I've got is 2 separate studios, 2 separate systems, 2 separate computers, 2 separate broadcasts. That way, what you're watching in the middle is laid out for you, and what you watch on the big screen is also laid out for you properly. All right. Now, on the tab at the top here, we've got some other things. We've got the videos, the shorts, the live, the podcast, the playlist, the posts, the memberships, and the store. All right. All of that is shared across the top for you. All the other channels in the network, the extra channel, which runs 24 hours a day, the clips channel where all the clips I share throughout the day, like 30-second, 20-second clips. And of course, the music channel, which was off air this Friday because of the football. All my Instagrammers were with me and we had an event, so we couldn't be on the music channel. Anyway, so there you go. Now then, when you click on the main channel, the main show, this is what you might miss. You might have a grey border down here. See how mine's red? That means I'm up to date. I just clicked on it. But if it's grey like that, that means you're behind the stream. So what you do is you can just click and drag it. But the easy way is this. You click the live button like that. See that there? Look. You click the live button and now it jumps right up. But there's more. There's even more. Click on the cogs and you can broadcast and watch it in 4K. Now, it might not automatically select that depending on your settings, but you want to watch in 4K, then you can watch on a big screen TV and it sounds good and everything else as well. All right. You can also, if you click the cogs like this, you can click playback speed and come right up. So at the moment, even though I'm live, I'm 10 seconds behind. And the reason we do that is because we have closed captions. It allows it to process. But if you go like this, zoom all the way up, you see how it speeds up. If you go like this, zoom all the way up, and now, see how it speeds up. And now you're just a couple of seconds behind me. And that's how you get... You're fully up to date. And all these things need to be done from time to time because they drop off if you don't pay attention. So you have to redo it. Okay. Now, unfortunately, the studio has gone back red again. People are taking profits out of Coca-Cola to buy other things. They think SpaceX is going to go to $1 million today and all the rest of it because they just can't help themselves. But you're very welcome to think like that. I don't think like that. Let me go and check my bank account. I'm waiting to see when I get this money from YouTube because I'm literally now on a knife edge with Robinhood declining the payment and then taking back all my shares. So I really don't want that to happen anyway. So let's see. Anyway, let's now go to live Q&A. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to switch over to members only. All right. So everyone can watch, but I want to be able to answer everyone's question. So what I want you to do now is if you've got a comment or a shout out or a hello, please repeat it so I can see it now and I can read out every comment, every question that you've shared. All right. So we are now in members only mode. Now, while I'm getting the questions come in, let me give you a few links. You might like to follow me on X. I've just dropped X in the chat. Yep, there it is. There's X in the chat. I'm also going to give you Instagram. Now, Instagram is a subscription service. We have the public service, and we're gaining nearly 200 followers a day. I'm going viral at the moment on Instagram. It's incredible. One of my Coca-Cola little reels has done like 40,000 views in just a couple of days. It's amazing. So Instagram has gone from like nothing to nearly well, we'll be 10,000 within a month. It's been incredible. 1.1 million views in the last 30 days. 1.1 million. Folks, I was nothing at all on Instagram about 3 months ago. I had like 1,000 followers, and now it's on the road to 10. It's unbelievable. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, what we do here, so we're clear, the YouTube TV show is the live show for everything. And then in between the shows, we have Discord. Discord is for the training, is for the trades, is for the community, is for the gaming channel, the stage events, 2 stage events every single day, one-on-one support. That's Discord. Instagram is if you want the personal side, if you are a real fan and you want to be part of my personal life. So when I watch the football, we're doing scores, we're doing polls, who's going to win, and we have drinking sessions and all sorts of stuff. Tea on Thursdays when we talk about stocks, not my prices, that's done on Discord and YouTube, but just have a conversation. And it's open to the world, but if you want to be an instant Lucasade, we have it for 99 cents. That's all it is. And we choose you as well. If we have any nonsense, we remove you from the service. We only want our friends of the service who actually want to spend time with each other, hang out for the football and all that kind of stuff, and have a chat about stocks over tea and whiskey and go for walks and stuff like that. So if you want to join me on Instagram, there it is. You can join for free, or you can be a Insta Lucasade subscriber for 99 cents. Again, the reason why I only do these things for 99 cents is because I value you, not the actual subscription. I could make it, Instagram suggested $4.99. I said no, because I actually value you, the community, above the money. That's why 99 is the minimum. You're not allowed to charge 50 cents. All right. Anyway, there you go. If you'd like some free shares from Robinhood UK, there it is. I'm not sponsored by them. Free shares from Robinhood USA. Again, not sponsored by them. I get a free share. You get a free share. Everybody wins. And if you want Discord, I've shared that with you in the newsletter. We're going to go over to our newsletter in a moment for some news headlines of the day as well. All right. So let's now go to live Q&A for a minute. Let's scroll back up to here. So let's have a look. Going up, says Moon. Ed Nevius. Oh my gosh. Ed Nevius. How are you? What's your badge looking like now? Ed Nevius. Let me just scroll up. Where's Ed? How long's your... 3 years, blimey. Look at that. Ed, you'll be getting your 4-year badge soon. Ed Nevius, one of our founding members, is here. People often ask, are the founding members here? Yes, they are. Lots of them are. The decent ones, the nice ones are. Those that got all a bit weird when I started to make money and didn't like it wasn't all about them, they're not here anymore. There's about 6 of them. But everybody else is still here. Yeah, our founding members. So there's Ed Nevius. Lovely to see you, Ed, in the show. Let's have a look. Liz is here from Germany. We've got members in 69 countries now. Let's turn the studio green. There you go. Good morning, Jose. Good morning, JJ. Well, Bitcoin setting up for a big move. I'm not so sure. Coca-Cola in a fight with the IRS. It's not really a fight at all. It's basic stuff. It's going to explode the stock when it comes out the other side. It's not an issue whatsoever. IRS and Coca-Cola are locked in a massive legal battle over a potential tax bill up to $20 billion regarding how the company allocated its profits. Yes, Coca-Cola has been fighting with the IRS since the 90s. Same issue. Yes, exactly. It's no big deal at all. It always gets people excited, but it doesn't bother me at all. Hello, what we got here?
At Diesel_Raider tipped $1.99 through Super Chat. The Tartan army to be deployed to the Middle East. Smiley face emoji.
I love it. I love it. So let me see when the next game is that we're going to watch on Instagram. Let me have a look. The next game, let's have a look. See if there's a game today. Talking about that. Scores and fixtures. Here we go. So we've got Monday, the 22nd of June. Argentina are playing at 12 o'clock. Oh, that's a good game. Lionel Messi. That's a good game. I wonder if I can watch that. I've got my 10 o'clock show. I've got my 10 o'clock Discord. That starts at 12. That'll all be over by 2 by the time the closing bell show starts. Yeah. Great. All right. So, Austria and Argentina. So if you want to join me, it'll be subscribers only on Discord. sorry, Instagram. There's the links, 99 cents. What I'll do is I'll set up straight after this, in about 15, 20 minutes when I end this, I'll set up an event, right? And I'll set up a channel. It's called a channel. I set up a channel that only subscribers can access. We'll have a poll. We'll have a bet. Who's going to win? Will it be Argentina or Austria? Edelweiss, Edelweiss. Sound of music, right? So we'll have a little poll. We'll have a chat. We'll have a beer. I'll be in there in the lounge watching it on the big screen. I'll take pictures. You'll be part of it. We'll be chatting, wishing well. I actually would cheer for Austria, because I've been to Vienna. I love it, rather than Argentina, because we all know what happened with the hand of God with Maradona.
Raider tipped $1.99 through Super Chat. World Cup fans uniting the world. Martyn equals the best.
It's great. I totally agree. Absolutely right. So join me for that. I'll be live on Instagram. I've given you the link. There it is. I will set up the event straight after this, and we'll be there for that. All right, great. That'll be a good match. England are playing, of course, USA. England are playing on Tuesday, tomorrow, at 3 o'clock. So tomorrow, Tuesday, tomorrow, right as we ring the bell, we'll go live onto Instagram and we'll watch the England game. So we'll end 10 minutes early before we ring the bell, so we can all watch. We can watch England play Ghana. Now that'll be interesting, because Ghana, an African team, like to hack and play dirty. So that will be an interesting game to protect Harry Kane from. All right, okay, all right. So there you go. Yes, the Coca-Cola issue is a non-issue. Heal the world, absolutely. Maximus. Did you know I did a live performance with a duet with Michael Jackson on a video link? Did you know that? If you go onto my music channel, type One Night in Vegas, you'll find my videos, and you'll see I'm singing You Are Not Alone with the impression of Michael Jackson, with Michael Jackson on a screen behind me. We did a duet, and I was licensed to do it. How about that? Go and check that out on my music channel. It's called You Are Not Alone. Michael Jackson, Martyn Lucas, One Night in Vegas. You'll find the video. It's on my music channel. Sarah Gibson. Yeah, I just saw the trust with Barron Trump owns AMC stock. He should not be able to trade, but maybe we see AMC skyrocket now. Yeah, I'm not sure it's a good thing, is it? Why is crypto pumping when everyone's getting excited about the Clarity Act, which may be postponed again? This is now, says Terry Rose. Oh, thanks for YouTube lesson. I didn't know this is about the live button. Well, now you do. RC, I like to do 1.6p so I can still watch your show. There you go. Why is crypto pumping? Well, I wouldn't say it's really pumping again. It's up 2%. I mean, let's get real, folks. Bitcoin is not pumping. It's up 2%. It was 120,000. This is an asset that will do 20-30% in a day. So up 2%, is that pumping? If Coca-Cola was up 2%, or the S&P was up 2%, you'd say it's pumping. But Bitcoin, no, not at all. 2.37 XRP, no, not at all. I would be very wary to say crypto is pumping today, because it factually isn't. It's up by a tiny, tiny amount. Remember how leveraged it is. So it's nothing at all. Hi, Martyn. Ethan, why do you think space will go bust? Do you think they have plenty of cash? Do you not think they have plenty of cash if flights resume? No, they're running out of money. It's why they announced they want to dilute. So it's one of those businesses that can survive if things go absolutely textbook and nothing goes wrong. But the trouble is, if the stock gets dumped and there's no value in the stock, there's no value in the company. They can't borrow money. They can't raise funds. So technically, they are very close now to flying. And things are on track. It's a boom or bust. Of course, I don't know. And I'm not saying it's going to go bankrupt, but it is literally on a knife edge right now. My questions, how you been, mate? Always a pleasure to get a chance to. I've been very well, actually, Ed Nevius. Sometimes I get a bit overwhelmed because the YouTube now is a real business, and it's really big, and it's incredibly an incredible responsibility to get right. Then we have Instagram has exploded. That's a real business now. Discord's gone through the roof. Ed, you might remember when we had Instagram when it was a free service.
And Kurt Savage has become a member.
Hello, Kurt. Thank you. You may remember it used to be a free service, and it was all about what people had for breakfast. Now we have stage events, we have a gaming channel, we have lots of information, all my trades 24/7. We have the newsletter integrated with it, so people get the daily news inside the server. And we got 802 actual premium members now. It's incredible how that's grown like that. And we've done it the right way. No ads, no sponsors. And as I said before, it's about building a community, not about the money. And that's incredible. And now on Friday, something really exciting comes to the channel as well. Something new happens on Friday, on the 5th birthday. I hope you'll all be here. You're all in for a great treat on Friday. Drinking sessions, Joe, yes. Whiskey Wednesdays, yes, indeed. Yes, sir. How you doing? Hey, Ed Nevius. For rotation trades, I am in Robinhood UK, and there's a lot of products that I don't have access to. What would you suggest for rotation in Robinhood UK? Okay. Well, I understand that.
I can't believe this.
Oh, another new member. 1 year.
Frederick 3 has become a member. I hit 1 year.
You got your 1 year
Clapping
badge.
hands emoji.
Congratulations. That's great news. Fantastic news. Yes, you have indeed. I see it. Kurt Savage. Oh, Kurt Savage has gone to Electrum. You get all my trade 24/7, of course, and 2-stage events. 2 events here on YouTube a week as well. We've not been doing it for a few weeks because of SpaceX and everything else, but we are now doing that this week. We have Members Week this week. Loads of benefits for the members this week. Oh,
At
hello.
J.J. 8ball2 has become a member.
Awesome.
Smash that like chat.
Thank you. So what could you do in the UK? Well, you can do Coca-Cola, and you can do, I would say, you're absolutely right. There's no ETFs at the moment. So the rotation trade doesn't work very well in the UK at the moment. You can do probably I mean, there's not anything like the S&P until they release the ETS, which I'm expecting later this year. That's what they've said anyway. At the moment, it's just stocks, individual stocks. So you could rotate between Coca-Cola and Google, if you like, because that's like an example of the S&P, but it's not perfect, not even close to be perfect. There isn't a perfect rotation trade at the moment on Robinhood. There are other brokerages that do the S&P 500, but not Robinhood. So if you want another brokerage, I just can't say because I'm not familiar with them. I've tried them. I don't like them, so I don't use them. I mean, my Robinhood UK works fine without being able to do that. What I do is I buy Coca-Cola, Nvidia, Google, and Apple and J&J, and I swap between those. So I've got the best defensives and the best growth stocks, and that works for me. But that's the best answer I can give you, I'm afraid. I'm still here, Rallo1, you certainly are. I've tried to join Martyn, but says added a waiting list, is currently unavailable to me. I don't know why that is. Yeah, we had a waiting list on the day one and we broke the system. This is why Instagram turned on the feature for me. Because when I contacted them, because I can contact them now, I've got a manager there now. Why did you turn it on? Because it says at 10,000 you can turn on subscribers. They turned it on because of my growth. It's like exploded. So they just turned it on. And then everyone joined on day one and it broke it. I don't know why that is. I really don't know why that is. I'm so sorry that's happened to you. You might be able to set up another account and then subscribe with that. But yeah, I don't know why. Mark Saxby, one of our founder members, is here as well. How are you this morning? Lovely to see you. Murderous Monkey, good morning all. Ed Nevius, hello. Stephen Lewandowski, our oil baron, is here. We've got to turn the studio red. I think we have to. Better Wellness Company, good afternoon. Let's have a look. Good morning, Lance Strength. Lance provides me great information, by the way. Really good guy. Thank you, Lance. Stephen, morning, Lance. We chat on Instagram. Yeah, Instagram is a place where we have a chat and a poll, and it's we watch the football together. It's a personal space. Some people have said, why don't you do that on Discord? Well, the reason why I don't do it on Discord is for finance. It's for the stocks. It's for investing. It's a community of investing. I don't then want to randomly go off and start doing football shows and Whiskey Wednesdays and stuff like that. The reason there'll only ever be these 3 services. There's not going to be like 20 services, another network, and then I'm going to go on Rumble, and then I'm going to go on this, and then I'm going to go on that. No, there's the main show on TV. That's this. There's the community for the trades, the education, the newsletter, the stage events, and there's the private side. It's my personal private side. It's for those that want to, be a personal friend of mine, those that want to be in my home when I'm watching the football, going for walks. Not everybody does, but that's what it's for. It's a personal experience. So I've covered all 3 things. I don't need a 5th and a 6th place. That is all we'll ever do. All right. So then you've got the full experience. There you go. Good morning, RC. Martyn, when are you doing stock reviews? So we're starting again this week. It's members week this week. We're going to start doing it again this week. All right. So let me get into tomorrow. Let me start doing some, and then you can start requesting as the list goes down. AMD says Dev Pro. Thank you. Hey, Martyn, long time. Vitautus. Yes, how are you? Lovely to see you again. That's great to hear, Martyn. Bless you. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you, Ed. Virgin Galactic just needs Taylor Swift to announce show. Oh, my God. Do you remember that? I know you're watching. I mean on Discord, not Insta, says Liz. Celebrate 12 months membership. Thank you. Congratulations. Great. I love it. Top show as always, Kurt Savage. If only Brian Bynum. Yeah. But Elon is the modern day Einstein, says Diesel Raider. As I said a year ago, I'll be just paying sub for your streams. It's still on. I love it. You did say that. We've got quite a few members actually that are busy lives. They're not able to watch like they used to, that have remained members forever. They want to support the channel. They've been, I've got a few members that have been gold since day one and just love to support the channel. That's it. That's what they tell me. They can't watch. They work or they've got busy lives and they watch regardless. And it's really kind of cool that people, do that. It's really, really nice. Anyway, Martyn, do you get tired of being so awesome? Bloody hell, Martyn, missed you. Let's go USA soccer. What did I miss? I didn't miss anyone. Yeah, bloody hell. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this up right now, and I'm going to tell you about a couple of things that are coming up. So I'm going to set up Discord event right now. First of all, let's do that now. Let me set up my Discord event. So it goes live on the hour at 10 a.m. Central, right? So on the hour, we have got our stage event. It's Monday, so everybody's welcome. So on the Monday, it's open to all. So create the event. Stage channel. Not a pro event, it's everybody. It's everybody. So the event for all. Whoops. Whoops. Screen just went blank. Okay, the event for all. Big surprise on Friday, because of course Friday is our 5th birthday and we have got a surprise for you. So 10 a.m. This is happening now. Let me drop that in there. Upload a cover image. Oh, actually, reset that one. Use something else. Right. All my Discordians, all my YouTube members get to hear about what we're doing on Friday first, because you get something special. Really, really special. Okay. So drop that in there. Create the event. The event is created. Copy the link. Drop it in the Lucas channel so everyone can see it. Lucas chat. Here we go. At everyone, so everyone will see it. Drop that in there. Send now. Okay. So the event is set for on the hour. After the event, we're going to be on Instagram in the lounge with my beer, watching Argentina play Austria. I hope Austria win. Because Maradona put England out of the final. We never got over that. So I'll be there if you want to join me for that. Let me see if anyone joined this morning. There's 102 when I started this morning. I'll create the event for it in a minute when I get off air, because the Instagram is all private off air stuff. Okay. That's weird. That can't have done that, can it? Hang on a minute. Whoops. Oh. Hang on a minute. What happened there? Bit weird. Not quite sure what happened there. Anyway, I'll set that up in a minute. So we're going to go over to Discord now. We'll be there in 53 minutes. Okay. Any more questions? What's with Coca-Cola now? Nothing. Nothing with Coca-Cola now. Absolutely nothing. Just waiting and waiting and waiting. It's a slow burn asset. I just want to be there when everything goes down the toilet, which I'm very confident that's going to happen. So the S&P is still going up. Virgin Galactic is 330. Oh, it did dip to 322. SpaceX is going down again. I am getting, I will be announcing soon when I'm buying SpaceX. Well, we'll discuss it on Discord now, actually. I want to buy about $100,000 worth of SpaceX, but not yet. Not at this price, and I will be telling everybody about it this morning. We'll discuss it on Discord. So I'll see you on Discord in just in 52 minutes. I will see you then at 12 p.m., 2 hours after Discord, on Instagram if you join me for the Argentina play Austria game. And then I'll be back at 2 o'clock on the closing bell. And this Friday, it's our 5th birthday of the channel. Big surprises, lots happening. It's actually Saturday, but we can't celebrate the Saturday because it's Saturday. So we'll be here on the 5th, on the Friday, the day before, and there's lots of surprises. And it's our best ever surprises. It's taken a while to get this right, and I'm really excited about it. All right, so there you go. That's it. Any more questions? I requested for Global Life GL a few weeks ago. Let me double check. Let me check. AMPI, CLF, TSS, JEPI, PSTV, TD, Prop, Vand. Just trying to find GL on my list. Ah, there it is. Yep, I see it. Thank you. Yes, I see it. I've got it. Thank you very much indeed. Take care of yourselves and each cupboard, says Brian. Bye. See you all later. Okay, that's it from me right now. We're kind of just going sideways. Nothing to get excited about, but also nothing to lose money on either. So while SpaceX goes down the toilet from 229 to 170 now, literally days after the influencers told you to buy it, we're not making any money, but we're not losing any money. Well, at least I'm not anyway with my Coca-Cola purchase. That's where I want to be, and I'm quite happy with that. Of course, do I want to be up? Yes, I do, because if I'm up today, I can trim off my top lots, I can take some profit, and I can start deploying it somewhere else. But right now, to be honest with you, there's nowhere else I want to go. SpaceX ain't ready for me yet. Absolutely, not even close, actually. So there's nowhere I really want to go anyway. But of course, if we could trim off the top lots, we can put our money in short-term treasury bills and we can earn an extra 3.55%. Or is it 2.77? I always forget the two. 3.55, I think it is. And I can start earning extra money. But we're not there yet. So we just got to wait. We've got to have patience. We got to allow it to grow. All right, that's it from me. Thank you ever so much, everybody. I'm out of here. I will see you on Discord in just 49 minutes from now, and then Instagram after that. That's it from me. So what we're going to do now is we are going to go to Extra, and we're going to replay what you missed this morning. We've got a new service. Yes, we've had Extra for ages, but now it's even better. And let me show you why. Live now on Extra. This is for our fans who really love to help promote our channel around the world in different countries, and also watch what they missed, at the same time be able to support the channel and chat live with their friends in the chat. All right, so replace the pinned message. It's set to go to Extra. What I do now is add this show to the latest event. And make sure we add the right one, which is this one. And you can watch me do it. I do it live so you know it's right. And Extra, restream, done, save. Okay, now I go over to here and you'll see the screen change. If you watch here, here, you can see the chat. People are already coming in to watch what they missed this morning. So I'll go hi all. There's live chat. You can see there. Right. Okay. So watch this. I go over to here. I reset the screen because you want to see this morning's show, what you missed. Refresh that. Take it to the top. You can see it being changed on the screen if you keep watching. Take it back to the beginning. And there we go. Make it full screen. Take out the chat. And there we go. So that's where we're going now. The Extra channel. I've linked it to the top. Click on the link. Join us for live chat. I'll be in there chatting with you. Takes you back to the beginning of the show. So if you missed it, you can get some information that you missed from the beginning, all the highlights of the day. And then I'll see you on Discord in just over 45 minutes. And then on football for Argentina and Austria at 12 o'clock. And then back for the closing bell. Big surprise. For Friday, it will be revealed partly now in Discord for all our members and Discordians, so you get a head start over everyone. All right, that's it from me. Thank you much indeed. I'll see you back in a minute on Discord. Until the next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other.